100 decks, so I need to clear some stuff out. Yeah, 100 decks. I need at least one free room, right? So a lot of these aren't working because they were pre-September rotation. All of them were pre-September rotation. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to clone them and see if the concept would still work for the newer cards, and I'd swap out the older cards for the newer cards. As you can see here, I might as well just create a new deck because there's only like maybe 10 cards out of 40 that would still be good. So what I decided to do, maybe I can clone them later if I have more room, but I'm just reverting them to historic, and then of course they'll all be magically valid again. See if that'll work. Ta-da! They're all instantly valid. And at first I thought this would be a big mistake, just because normally everybody else has access to all of these other cards in historic, right? All these additional cards, and here I'm restricting myself to a very specific time in the rotation. But let's go ahead and take it for a spin. I've been having a lot of success with half a dozen other decks that were all pre-September rotation for 2022. So no Dominaria United. They had some Kamigari and some Innistrad in them, but the vast majority, the bulk of the configuration of these decks is the old combination of Zendikar, Kaldheim, Strixhaven, and Forgotten Realms. So I took out half a dozen, expecting to get thoroughly thrashed. 100 cards, huh? Alright, 107. I like that backing art. Magic does a good job on the backing art for these cards. Anyway, I've done like half a dozen of these already, and I did really well. Like, I keep winning. I keep winning like more than normal, which I did not expect. I expected, they're using all these older, more powerful cards, and oh hell, nothing that I can do? Cute. Artifacts and enchantments, huh? Tokens. That could be a problem for me. Tokens and mirror box. Anyway, we shall see. But in case you are missing the ability to foretell and get into a Strixhaven sideboard, you can always go into Historic and do it this way. What do I need? I am going to need 2 black to make this work. And he might have some shenanigans with returning land. So let's just get rid of cards as we go, shall we? You don't need anything in your graveyard. You got lots of cards. You don't need a graveyard access too. I'll keep my graveyard. Is this a 5-color deck as well? Yeah, it is. You have this many cards, a lot of them are 5-color decks. Get your box. Okay. Still don't need to get rid of my own library, but I can boast now. And we actually need, of all things, we need more land. How about we go get a Hive of the Eye Tyrant? Because we do need to get up to 6 lands. Ugh. Let's see. Do they share a creature type? No, they do not. That's an instant, so let's wait. They're going to wait for the kicker on Skyclave Relic. And they've got a heavy enchantment deck, so of course they're going after enchantments. Which one are you looking for? Nine lives. Interesting. Okay, we're going to do this now then. Creature from graveyard to my hand. Let's take Vargoth. Get rid of you now. And the attack. Now, as long as this isn't the card that switches us after they get all the damage on me or on them. Oh, good, I have him. Let's see. I still want to be able to search, so I'm not going to use Hive of the Eye Tyrant yet. We need one more land to make everything work.
You really want to fight me? Oh, that's cute.
I guess that one.
I never thought I'd miss the library.
Created two of them?
Liliana Vess?
Oh, because of
Sorry.
the enchantment, right?
It was going to die eventually anyway.
That's a nice trick. It's a very nice trick. Can you do anything else? What is that?
The essence of life is inseparable from the essence of death. Let's go digging. You'll learn the power of death.
Okay, so let's destroy target artifact. Nice. See what else we can get. land, and land. Okay, thanks.
Ugh! There has to be an answer here.
Okay, so let's get rid of all the planeswalkers. And we'll go ahead and get back Vargoth. Excellent. How do we want to do things? Bring back the Planeswalker.
Liliana Vess? Sorry, haven't heard that name before. I have impeccable study
And now with the
habits.
Elementalist already in the graveyard, we now have our combo set up. This is the point behind this particular deck. When Ardent Elementalist enters a battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. So we can cast Blood on the Snow, get the Elementalist back, and return Blood on the Snow to our hand. Any creatures they want to do doesn't matter anymore. Because we can destroy all creatures, bring back the Elementalist every time, and as soon as we bring back the Elementalist, we get to bring a copy of Blood on the Snow back to our hand. In the meantime, we also get to go into our sideboard, and we can start doing stuff like that. I don't know that we need more land, do we? But we can get rid
Never
of
thought I'd miss the
an
library.
artifact, right? So what do we want to get rid of? Those are indestructible. Those are all indestructible. We could get rid of Mirror Box, I guess. Got another Mirror Box. He has enough for Hive, right? Which he should go after Professor Onyx. That's my land, by the way. He's hurting me with my stuff. Because his stuff wasn't good enough. I haven't had anybody play this card on me yet, this Snowborn Simulacra. That's a nice card.
You're quite the pest.
What'd you get rid of? Eye Twitch? You got rid of Eye Twitch? Okay. You know what? Actually, we'll take more land.
I have impeccable study habits.
Because we want to be able to do this. And what do we want to get rid of? Get rid of that card so we can't bring that back on us. That's a disgusting card. Six tokens on the 9 lives. Oh, they give up. Whatever card they got did not help them. And we had an answer for the Hive of the Eye Mind. We had something to destroy. So, plain old 9 lives tricks, and we still beat them. Let's go in and do one more. We got time. Let's repeat the repeat loop deck. And normally you're able to get out like 4 or 8 copies of 2/2 Wolves. You can just call the game right then. But we had our combo set in place, so there was no way they could set up creatures to kill us. This is more reasonable. Let's see if we're facing a more conventional deck. Yes, we are. Lovely. he can just get everything back as it is. We'll just get rid of Crawler and Cellar now. It's going to be a pain in the butt card. Doesn't do me any good to kill his stuff because he's just going to bring it back. He didn't bring anything down. Yeah, we'll just kill you now. I need some of my own creatures at some point. I'm not going to use demonic gifts on my enemy. Really, deck? They've already decided that I'm just going to lose, huh? You're going to give me cards that target my creatures and you haven't given me a single creature yet. Okay. We use what we got. Oh, he's got a counterspell. Well, if he has a second one of those, we could really be in trouble, but I just need one more land right now. No, actually, I'm already dead, aren't I? Those zombies are too fast. They made it so they can pump them up way too much. Yeah, zombies are just too fast. I didn't even get my land drop. Ta-da! We're dead. No removal, no creatures. Just a bunch of stuff to enhance my instance. That was a bad hand. That could have been just a regular modern standard deck with all the zombies. And that's just zombie rush. I usually lose to zombie rushes most of the time anyway. For all their talk about zombies being slow, they certainly made it with the zombie lords there so that they can +1 everything way too easy. Instead of just having one legendary, they made it so you can have 4 cheap ones in the deck. Okay, at least I have 1 removal. And I got 4 out of the 6 I need for Onyx. It's worth trying. Just stay away from the zombie decks for a couple turns. A couple matches. There should be a note, like if you want a mulligan or not, they should tell you if you're going up against an aggro deck or not. Like, that would be the one key thing. If you don't get to go first, right? They should give you an idea. It's like, okay, look, this is fast aggro. Do you really want to go with this hand? They should do something to make up for you going second. That would be a good thing to do. It's like, am I going up against cheap swarms or not? Just tell me that much, and I can decide if I'm going to throw in my hand or not. If there's one change I can make to Arena, that would probably be it. Because a lot of mulligans are useless, but at least if you know you're going up against, you know, a bunch of 1/1s, you could decide for yourself. Exile. This is probably going to be a citizen deck. We really don't want to have them have all these options of treasure and life and pumping up. But of course, they're only on 2 lands, and they're going to be able to summon 95% of their deck. We're going to hold on to Onyx until we get somebody with a little more power than 1/1. A Scoot Swarm. Hello, Scoot Swarm. What else you gonna do? Play land? Are they having trouble with land? The game didn't freeze. There we go. Alright, I am flooding out with land in the meantime. I don't think I need more than 3 red sources for the entire thing. Let's get rid of Scoot Swarm now.
That's Professor Onyx to you. It was going to die eventually anyway.
And we're gonna remain... We're not gonna attack. Oh, wait, hang on. That's... With the greatest power... Oh, they had their choice. I'm used to mana value and stuff. I was thinking of 3 mana value versus 2, but it's power. Oh, never mind. They scoop anyway. Okay. Well, they were having... I guess they did need more than 2 lands. Was that Magic trying to make up for putting me against a zombie deck? Okay, 2 for 1. We should at least be 50-50 on this. If we lose this last one. You can see a lot of people are playing, they're not playing standard, they're taking a lot of the standard modern decks and just going into historic to play. Kind of surprises me, but maybe some people are doing a little bit of what I'm doing. Newer players, they still want to get a sample of historic, but they don't have a big card base with the older cards. All they've got is the newer cards because of when they joined the game. But for whatever reason, like I said, I've had a lot of success with the last 6-7 decks, converting them to historic, not really making any adjustments, although I could do some more land fixing on each of them probably with the advantages that you get in historic. But I haven't even bothered to do that yet. You know, I had the land fixed for what I needed for the modern standard, and I just ported them on over, converted them from standard to historic, and they're still working. They're still fun. So you didn't really need to let the rotation eliminate all your decks anyway. And if you're like me and you're a digital hoarder and you fill up, you know, nature abhors a vacuum, so you filled up every slot with a deck already, here you go. You don't need to lose anything. Well, I've got another 100 or 200 decks exported already to text files on my computer. Come on, Snedden, pick up the pace. It's round 1. I know it's tough, but I would recommend you play land. It's just a masterful move. It's really brilliant. Why is your pet not working? My pet works. Oh, look, he's roping me on the first turn. See what you got. A Graph Reaver. That's from Innistrad. You can destroy a Planeswalker? Away with you. Another Eye Twitch. And First Blood is mine. They've already got 2 murders in their hands, so they can kill my Eye Twitches. You don't see people trying to make use of Book of Vile Darkness very often. They've got another way to get rid of me there, too. They have a lot of removal. Okay, what's the holdup? Because he can cast Baleful Mastery with the alternate cost. So is that what he's deciding? If he wants to exile one of my eye twitches? You're going to exile a 1/1 just to prevent me from getting into my sideboard? This is going to be a long match, isn't it? Oh, Snedden, come on, man. I'm not going to have time for another match now. Bye-bye. In 8 more turns, you are dead. Unless you do something. You can make it 15 more turns with just one spell. You just have to spend a couple mana, exile a 1/1. I know it hurts. A lot of people do not want to do that. But, you know, you make do with what spells you have when you have them. Alright, there's your third land. Exploit your own creature. Kill it! Kill it! He didn't kill. Okay, we'll kill it then. 2 removal spells. And what else you got for your new cards? Your new cards are Surak. Both copies of our Surak? That's disgusting. So what good does it do to me to get rid of one? Here, let's get rid of that. Fourth land. I figured he would have killed an Eye Twitch by now so I could go get another land. Thank you. Was that so hard? Let's see. Oh, you know what? I could... he'll kill another Eye Twitch before too much longer. I need to go get the, I need to go get this anyway. I need a red land source. In 9 more turns, you are dead. Didn't I say that once already? I think it was 8 before. Now it's still 8. We've made a lot of progress. Okay, which dungeon you gonna use? The one that gives them life so it takes me more turns? The middle one, like most of them do, Lost Mine of Fendelver. They always want to scry. It's a relatively short maze. Okay, got 6 lands. That's enough deck. I don't need any more lands than that. I'm safe to bust out Hive of the Eye Tyrant because he used his mana. Let's get rid of Felstinger in case he has any resurrection spells. And now he needs to keep his mana free to cast a murder on my turn. If he uses their Surak, he's basically dead. Well, he could get a goblin in, but the goblin can't block either one. There we go. Alright. And what do we do now? I guess we just attack with our 1/1. We're going to make him use his removal on our 1/1 so we can keep our Eye Tyrant handy. And more land. Oh my God. I will destroy your artifact. I could have done 1 more damage to you, but it's fine. How many murders is that? It's a hero's downfall. You don't have enough to remove me now unless you have a Baleful Mastery hidden. Let's find out. That's game. He remembered the first time to hold it, but he didn't remember the second time. Alright, 3 wins and 1 loss in Historic, using the relatively newer cards, not using any of the old Historic cards. So my decks are still good. I don't have to delete them. When I get a chance, I might clone them and see how many of them are still acceptable under the current format. But just to show you guys, normally I do this at the beginning, but I'll give you a quick glance here at the deck configuration so you can see the combo at work. Again, the main thing is the Ardent Elementalist, 3 copies of that. I do have 4 copies now, but just 3 and 3 seems to work pretty well. Use Ardent Elementalist if you've already used a Blood on the Snow to bring a Blood on the Snow back from the graveyard. Or if you've got an Ardent Elementalist in the graveyard, you can use Blood on the Snow to bring back the Ardent Elementalist and instantly bring back Blood on the Snow. So you can destroy their Planeswalkers whenever you feel like. You can destroy all their creatures every single turn, and always bring back your Elementalist and always have this card handy again. So mill and discard might give you some problems, but not a whole lot of other stuff does. And the rest, we've got Professor Onyx, Eyes of the Beholder in case they get a big token out, Baleful Mastery in case you need to exile instead of destroy something, quick destroy target creature without flying, 1 Demon's Disciple so you can sacrifice your own guy and make them sacrifice a creature or a Planeswalker, Graveyard Trespasser to make them exile stuff from the graveyard in case they have a graveyard deck, Varagoth to go search out more land if we need it, or 1 piece of the 2-piece combo here, whatever we need. Bloodline Culling, -2 for creature tokens or -5/5 for a big creature. Demon Bolt and Igneous Inspiration. Inspiration also gets us into the sideboard. And sideboard, you can see 1 to go grab land, a couple against artifacts, and then Expanded Anatomy. Scry 2, draw a card, Annihilation, and Confront the Past. This will help us get back Professor Onyx if we need to, or get rid of one of their Planeswalkers. Demonic Gifts, bring a creature back, like in case we need an Ardent Elementalist and they killed it as soon as we brought it down. Flunk is always a good removal card. Lithoform Bright, this kills Blight, sorry, this kills Ashaya. Olivia's Midnight Ambush, if it's night, -13/13. Raise the Draugr, gets creatures back to my hand. These are 3 copies just to bring back Ardent Elementalist 3 times so that I can keep getting my combo. Skyclave Shade, Landfall, can't block but enters the battlefield under my... If I put a land down, I can bring them back from the graveyard, so unless they exile it, I've got somebody who can keep coming back to hit them later. 1 copy of Valaki, God of Lies, because I've got green and black mana, so there's always a chance of getting Tpulled out later. And 1 other board wipe for Meathook Massacre. And then 4 copies of Dread Fugue just to get rid of... this is usually because I end up facing so many Swarm decks, I can at least get rid of 1 threat early on. And the Eye Twitch for chump blockers and get into my sideboard. And Professor's Warning, which can make these guys indestructible. Or, if they think they're doing a one-on-one against Eye Twitch, I can make it 2/2 all of a sudden and win the battle. That kind of surprise. So that's the deck. It's called Repeat Loop because we can put Elementalists down and get the loop with Blood on the Snow. And just repeat it ad infinitum. And it's pretty fun. And it works in Historic too. So with that, this is Travis from Tpull's Corner. Remember to like and subscribe. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks.